Hello everybody, I am Digital Wi-Fi Empire. Welcome to this class. So this is a simple class. You don't need much for this class. You just need your marker, your material, USU and a little sewing. That's all you need. So here I am trying to join the marker together because it's really soft, and if I use just one marker it's not going to stay firm on the head. So I'm just joining both marker together, then we are going to do the measurement. Please don't fast forward this part because the major design here is the marco. The marco is major design. The other things you can actually do on your own, but the major design is how we design this marco. So please just be patient with this video and watch it to the ending. So normally I will use maybe 3 or 2.5 for the width of my marco, but today we are using 5 because of the cutting. Then the length we are going to use 22. You can extend yours if you want, but for the purpose of this class that's what we'll be using. So you just fold your marco together, mark the places you want, then you're going to trace it down with the width. Just trace it down, then we are going to do the cutting after tracing it down. Just in case you're going to make mistake, you can do the tracing step by step. You measure, like you measure the top, measure the middle, and measure the under of the marco. Then you just draw the line you want. It will make it easier for you. So after drawing that, we'll go ahead with our cutting because this shape is actually different from normal Zara cap. So you do the cutting. This is the first cutting, so you cut it according to the line. This is the second side. Then you can see that the shape is already coming out here. So after the cutting, this is what you are going to have. It's going to look like this. It's more like a Batman cap. So you're just shaping it to your desire. So after which you add your USU gum. You can decide to sew if you want to, but for the purpose of this class, because my machine has an issue, I'm going to use a USU gum. So just add your USU gum to the marco, then you come to your material, then make sure it's firm, come to your material, and then you have to cut out the excess. Just cut out the excess to make it not bulky when you are going to fold it in. So this, you have to notch the edge, especially that tip. You have to notch it so that it's going to relax. Like I said, you can sew if you want, but I'm using the USU gum here. So after applying your USU gum, you just have to gum it down to your marco. It's very easy. From here the process is pretty easy. So just gum it to your marco and make sure it's very relaxed. You do the same for the other side. So by now this is what you should be having after gumming the first side. You can see that the shape is already coming out. So you do the same to the other side. You just gum it down. If you are sewing, just sew it down and just make sure that you are having a neat job. So this is what you should be having by now. This is the shape and everything you should be having by now. Then we are going to the inside. We have to cover the inside of the cap. You can't just leave it like that. So you have to bring your material, the material you want to use to cover inside. So we're just going to use a normal material here. So this material is actually not heavy, it's very light, so you just cut it out. Just place your cap, the round cap, on your material, placed on a flat surface, then just cut out the size you want. It should not be too big, so it's not going to be bulky at the top. So cut out the material you want, and we're also going to be using the velcro tape. We're going to use the velcro tape, so let me show you how to attach the top. So this part, you just have to pass your needle and thread. Yes, yeah, we use needle and thread. So you just have to pass your needle and thread around the material to make it look like a cap, a bonnet cap, but it's not a cap. Don't cut out your needle yet, so that you know in case you want to increase it. So you just place it on the cap, place it upside down. You apply your USU gum to your cap, and then you just gum the material to it. And yes, you have to sew the edge of the main fabric, that is the main Zara cap. You have to sew the edge so that you can have a neat work. So if you have a sewing machine, you can just do a running stitches across it, and then you add the material at the top. Just make sure it's neat, make sure it's a neat work, although we're still going to cover the edge to make it better, but just placed it on it, and that's it. So you should be having something like this by now. Then you cut out your needle, the one you left, cut out the needle, then you attach your velcro tape. Now, like I said, sewing is better, is neater. So if you have your sewing machine, just run it, just run it, stitch it in your velcro to make sure it's better, it stays better than the gum. But for the purpose of this class, I am using the normal UHU gum. So you just attach your velcro, it holds better. Then after which you just design the back to your desirable design you want in your mind. So this one I just added some arrow feathers, I just added some feathers to make it neat at the back. And our Zara cap is done, our special Zara cap is done. So you can see that this shape is not the normal Zara cap that you know. This shape is different and is easier. I think it's actually easier, and the material you use is not as when you use the other material. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this class. Please like, follow, comment, and share. Thank you so much for staying with us. Bye. Please also cover the inside of the Zara cap so that it will give you a network. In this case, I use the material, the same material, but you can use a bias strip to cover it to make it very neat.